Renboshi means binary star in Japanese. Is the original name for puppy hammer before the old joke came into play.
Is they definitely seem to really jive with this thing because it's so like I mean right now I'm driving.
It's very
it's like right this is like everything right here is driving that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like see how you're kind of going like this, right? Just start like pooping.
Any idea how we do ground?
And how do you throw into it? You throw into it just by the outer handle, and you kind of just almost like
sure.
cradle
So,
throw it.
I mean, and you know, it's just like toy. You got to do it close to that to get good at it, right? So, like, let's say you're going in reverse. Reverse is the easy one. If you're going in reverse, you just let it go, and it'll just go into this thing, you know.
Okay.
And that's pretty straightforward. With forwards, you have to kind of dump it off the back of your hand. Yeah, that's you kind of go. And then just go into that movement thing again. And it really is just like this, I swear. even like to the point where not only are you going back and forth, but you're actually gyrating like in a little circle.
Okay.
Because if you don't gyrate, your plane starts to deteriorate. It's weird. Like you have to kind of and dude, so you're getting into it, right? Look down and watch it streaking by, and see if you can start driving the plane. That's where your shoulder movement comes in. This is sort of like the steering wheel, and this is like the engine. You know.
I'm noticing my plane seems to go like this.
Exactly. Yeah. So you start to lose outward speed, like there's a piece of like see it streaking by.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like this, right?
Yeah.
So just start scooping your shoulder inward on the downstroke, and you'll be able to retract it back in, so it's more vertical. So you've got like these would be like poi mode, right? Like poi mode. This is a reel, right? Poi mode reels would be like this. Elbow mode reels are when you have it hooked in the crook of your elbow,
Okay.
and you can do reels like
Push
that.
it with your wrist a little too.
Well, kind of. I'm actually just sort of blocking it. It's hard. I mean, like you can stop here,
Oh, okay.
right? And you can stop here, and it's the same exercise we were just doing. It's a little weird, but yeah, you're just doing this reel, and most people when they start want to go like this because that gives you more dexterity. You know, you're using this huge circle of your arm to dictate what happens to the prop.
Okay.
But with time, it's the same as this sort of thing. You know, when you're learning the freebie weave, you go like this. You remember, like, you know, it's very common to see people stand back, get out of the poise way, and do big arm movements because they're actually spinning their arms and not the poi. They know they're not hitting each other. It's the same kind of thing. You know, when you go into an elbow mode reel, and this is the same thing. It's like doing those 3D weaves when you're a beginner. What you want to do is start to develop the finesse, where it's this little wrist movement.
So it's the same concept of like when you're doing a normal reel, you just kind of let it go and then push it with your elbows, right?
Yeah, so like if I'm going forwards here, instead of dumping it to the back side, you dump it to the inside. So like here you just let it go and it goes into an elbow.
And it wraps once and then does the whole bit.
Yeah, and you can see how I fish my hand like this. This is what enables me to not like tweak my body and go into like, you know, like this looks a lot more dignified than going like, you know.
Yeah.
And the reason is because what I'm doing is I'm doing that radial motion that we were doing with the shoulder mode with this part of my wrist. So it's like, if you watch it, it moves in a little circle, and like watch the center of my wrist. See it?
Oh yeah.
And by modulating that circle into like a little ellipse or changing the timing slightly, it's a little just to kind of figure it out. But you can start to control your planes.
Okay.
You know, so it's the same as going from this, you know, and to where your dexterity is now you're moving your dexterity outwards and you're gaining finesse and right?
Okay.
So you're getting to the point where I mean all I'm doing is moving my body back and forth, and I'm hardly moving anything else that actually causes it to happen. Right? That's that comes naturally. Yeah, sure.
So from the start.
So from the start, yeah.
Just
we're gonna we're going to
there?
dump to the inside, not the back side. Right?
Uh-huh.
So it's going to go to the back first, and then when it comes to the front, my hand is in this position.
Yeah.
And so it causes me to cage it on the outside, and then you flip your wrist over, so it's like this.
Okay.
And for the other side, because it's going the other direction, it happens on the back of your body instead of the front. So
It's more like the wrist,
over here, yeah,
like the inside wrist.
Yeah, exactly. You go.
Nice.
And then together, right? So our goal is to be able to do it together, and that's why there's that weird sort of like ball thing that's going on here. Is because as I'm flipping this wrist over, this one's coming over, and
It's a good way to work it like a dance, anyway. So
Yes.
it looks like dancing.
Yeah. Get out of it, so it spirals out, goes through elbow, shoulder mode, out to media. So like
A lot of velocity.
Well, yeah, we have
pull
to.
out of a spiral out.
Well,
I think you'd have to chase it down as a meteor spiral. If you let it spiral down the meteor spiral.
Yeah, I need to figure out the right time to. So here, elbow. Here, elbow. And then you have to in one like a half second.
Continuous mode.
Like
One
full
half
rotation.
second.
Yeah.
That
Take
would,
off.
that would be
Full-
right there. You would go. I mean, dude, it's crazy. Like for technical.
You have to make it throw off the front and the back.
Yeah, you can do it like this. Even. Actually, that wasn't even. There's hybrid modes where like, poi mode versus elbow mode, or poi mode versus shoulder mode, or elbow versus shoulder.
You could probably move that between the box too.
Yeah, exactly. And so then you have hybrid. You have hybrid modes like shoulder mode and neck mode. So like here. See, so I'm this one is no longer on. What you'll see, I'll leave shoulder mode officially. See?
Oh.
Like I'm driving it with my neck now instead of my armpit. So then you can do both at the same time. Where you're just driving it with your neck.
It looks
So now
almost
you're
like
in mode.
looks like a Jesus with contact staff.
You might be
Yeah.
able to figure out a way to come off that spiral.
Look at Jesus, a puppy hammer.
Crazy.
Right, that's what, yeah. So if you're here, you go, let's see, we go. That.
And then you could actually drop it back on.
What's up? Yeah, so like right now I'm in poi mode, and I'm going to do a 2-level escape to shoulder mode, right? That's 2 levels because, you poi mode, elbow mode, shoulder mode, so that's a 2-mode escape to shoulder mode. And then that was a 2-mode capture into poi mode, right? So I'm going to poi mode, shoulder mode, poi mode, right? Or, like elbow mode, poi mode, elbow mode, poi mode. That's a 1-level escape, right? So then you have I don't know what to call them, like paradigm captures and paradigm escapes, where right now I'm in sort of like the puppy hammer paradigm. Yeah, I know. So let's say I'm in shoulder mode here, right? A paradigm escape, or I hate that name, but would be something like that, where now I'm in meteor. I'm in meteor mode, so I've changed paradigms. I'm in a different coin.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
I see
saying?
what you mean by
So the same thing is true with like I'm in poi mode, and then you can do a quick escape into
Contact stuff.
Yeah, contact memory, or whatever. That's a different type of paradigm change right there. So it's rope dart.
Do double rope dart stuff with this.
Yeah, I handed it to my friend John, and he was doing a lot of double rope dart stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about that earlier, doing like double leg, just popping leg shots one after another
Yeah.
after another.
But it's all got to do with is length right. So what do you have to
Well, you need a longer length to do shots, but you don't need a longer length to do manipulations.
Right, or neck
Yeah,
stuff.
neck manipulation.
All those like weird empty knots and stuff. You probably have a few choices
Actually,
there.
you could do neck manipulations while doing shoots with
Oh, dude.
Oh, there you go. A neck and a foot shot.
Yeah. So check. That reminds me
Yeah.
of this one. I see if I can remember how to do it. Oh man, it's been so long. Like, okay, so there was this one where you're here and you do a leg and you do a leg manipulation and a neck manipulation at the same time. It looks so badass.
Okay.
Like, so you, I think it goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
That's
on
awesome.
this crossing, is it an S or are they both coming
That's
on the
so
same
cool.
side?
You go like that.
So it is an S. So one's on the outside, one's on this side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
it's an S pattern.
Yeah,
What can I
it is.
do with use of time? I'm able to like scoot this one back while I'm doing this one over.
Right, so it's like contact and
Yeah.
it's like hybrid mix, you know?
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
experimenting with
Yeah, and
that
actually
stuff.
there's a cool escape that you can do. It's where you're here and you go.
Ah.
You go. Yeah, it's fun.
I don't even know what just happened.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like I think you can do it. You make it look a little more complicated if you reach across and grab instead of with this hand. But see what I mean though? Like imagine getting to the point. I know somebody's gonna do this eventually, where you're just sort of like gliding through different modes. You know, like meteor mode and then like shoulder mode and then elbow mode and then back into meteor mode. Like just
And then back to the
juggling
point.
all over your body and doing like weird body tracing stuff and like.
Challenge accepted. Man, if someone could take it even farther and actually do the meteor mode and just shoot something and turn it into a shoot somehow, like
Elbows.
brought down. This thing could be brought down.
Captures the escape paradigm stuff in meteor mode and control mode. You have two options in two different ways. So like you can grab here and go like this, or you can grab here and go like this, or you can grab here and get out of it like this, and then it comes up there, and then you know, or you can go like this. So here, let me make it for you. So you're in shoulder mode, right? You can escape to meteor by grabbing this knot with the same side hand, right? Or you can grab this knot with the opposite side hand. Whoa. Right?
Does like an extra couple wraps before it comes out.
Exactly. You have to wait for the right moment, right window.
Sure. Putting little clips like that out there, just giving more videos, just little.
Somebody's filming. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing it. I'm just holding the camera for decoration.
I don't know where mine is. You actually communicate with the golden vortex, make like static experiment somehow on just the front side. You can take the other one and turn
But I mean, yeah, but that's that. Once you get down this like framework of like it's either this hand or this hand or here or here, and you can. It's always the knots. You know, like I was saying yesterday about being like a Nazi, K-N-O-T. You really the knots really they're like training wheels for this stuff. So yeah, you can get out here. That, or you can get out. Instead of grabbing like this, grab here. Right.
That was a nice one.
It's all the same. Like you. Then once you get these down, you can either not turn, or you can turn this way, or you can turn this way. And all of them seem like possible in some capacity. It's just how, you know, I feel like that. And then there's always how. How do you get back? You know? Yeah, so like, so finding out the mode, and then so one type of capture is I'm gonna grab this knot with my free armpits and go like this,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
as you turn, you hide it. So like you hide the captures.
That was nice. Whatever it was, right on the left phone.
Yeah, that's a nice capture.
That was really nice.
Very smooth.
Maybe the other way, this way. So like, I never be able to go like this. Oh, almost.
That would have been rope dart.
Yeah.
You grab the handle knot and slap it or
Yeah.
something.
So I mean, like, you know, now that you guys are starting to like rock it, I sort of envision getting, somebody's trying to get what I just tried. Did I say it? What did I? I was like,
You said
okay.
it perfectly. That's
Okay. So yeah, the idea is it's a meta prop. Like you're no longer doing tricks where you're making patterns. I mean, you are. The focus is shifted from doing tricks where you're making patterns with buoy or with meteor or with rope dart to patterns of shifting between the boundaries of like the fuzzy line that exists between those props. Like the meteor's kind of like buoy, it's kind of like contact staff, kind of like rope dart, and you're just like your tricks are these boundary redefinitions that are happening where you're constantly transitioning from one prop to the next, and those are